see my screen?
Yes.
I can see it.
Yes.
Whoa. Let's
Yay.
see.
Oh, I had no parties booked for March, and today I got 2 parties booked for March. So I'm like super happy.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. I was kind of stressing a little bit.
Wow. Well, congrats. I don't know how to turn it into a slideshow, though, Marican.
Up at the very top, right up there where it shows the screen beside the finger and the circle.
I don't see a finger or a circle. What the hell
What
is that?
about where it says, there's a part that says set up slideshow at the top.
Yeah, go up higher above the word design.
Oh, this little guy?
Go next to it to the other one with that one. Click it.
Okay. Okay. It jumped it to both of my screens, which is not ideal. Can you guys still see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, I hate PowerPoint just with a red hot passion. I did our little template, and then Marie can pretty much like builds the PowerPoint every time because I can't stand working with PowerPoint. Okay, so we are going to talk about Facebook customer groups. That's super exciting, right? So I can see most of you. Raise your hand if you have a Facebook customer group for your business.
I do.
Tony, you don't? I feel like I'm going to come down there and kick your ass, but okay. Maybe this will inspire you. Fabulous. Okay, well, we're going to talk all about groups and what to do with them, and a quick little thing on how to create them if you don't already have one,
Okay,
or if yours is not amazing, how to make it better.
Susan just sent a message, Marican, on our thing that said she can't get on Zoom.
Okay, I'll message her. Thanks for letting me know.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. All right, so it's really easy. Facebook has made it very, very easy for us to create groups and start groups, just like your team group that you're in under either myself or Marican. You want to do essentially the same thing for your customers. And it's just a place for you to stay connected with them, for you to get to kind of play with them, get to know them better. Really, truly, at the heart of it, it's all about relationship building. So that's really the main reason I want you guys to have a community, if you don't already, Tony Martin, because you need a place for your customers to get to know you and for you to learn more about them and connect with them. So this is your simple 7-step plan. My messenger is like blowing up. I keep looking to make sure it's not somebody saying, I can't get on, I can't get on. So that's why I keep looking at my fabulous Apple Watch that is tethered to me at all times. Okay, so this is your 7 steps. You're going to prepare your invite list. You're going to figure out who you want in the group. You're going to create the group. You're going to create a friends list. You guys separate your people on Facebook into friends lists, into different lists. Anybody do that? Raise your hand if you do that. Yeah. That is beyond the whole group thing. Lists are super important. We can cover that at the end if you guys have questions on it, or I can just do a quick little thing on it at the end. But they're super important for a lot of reasons, not just group related. Send personal messages to the people that you want in your group. Don't just add people. I like to say that you really want to captivate people, not kidnap them. So you don't want to just like dump them into this group without their knowledge. It's kind of like if you had a home party and you just went out on your sidewalk and started pulling people into your house and saying, come look at 31, come look at 31. You would never, ever, never do that. So you don't want to do that on Facebook either. It's the exact same thing. You want to start preparing posts to invite your friends. So how you invite different people might vary some if they're an existing previous hostess, a previous customer, if they're just a friend that you would like to have in the group. Your invitation to them might look a little different from one category of people to another. Make sure that you are always inviting new people. Even if you've been doing this, I've been doing this for 9 years. Marican's been doing this for 9 years. That's a long time. We have a big group of contacts. Some of you guys I know have been with us for a hot minute. Tony, I know you've been around for a while. You probably have encountered a whole lot of people on your journey. But just because, hi Susan, just because you have this giant group of people. You might already have a big customer group on Facebook. It doesn't mean to ever stop inviting, because you're going to connect with new people and other people are going to leave your life for whatever reason. So you always want to be bringing fresh people in there. And then you want to have a social media invite for all of your different channels. So if you're on Instagram, you want to occasionally be posting about your customer group. If you're on Pinterest, you want to occasionally have something out there that leads back to your customer group. Same thing with Twitter, Snapchat, whatever social media you're using. Okay, and it's just like inviting to a party. You're going to kind of use the Frank method. It's going to be a little bit different just because you are going to have a lot of people that you're already connected to on Facebook. And so that's going to be kind of your jumping off point, but it doesn't have to be your only point, even from the start. You might have seen in your groups where you can actually invite people to a group or an event. Even if you're not Facebook friends with them, you can invite them via email, via phone, that sort of thing. So there might be some people that you're not connected to on Facebook that you can still invite that way. And I believe we actually cover that in another slide as well. Oh yeah, in this one. So some of those people you're going to have to actually actively seek out. So if your neighbor is not your Facebook friend, but she's interested in 31, she's bought from you, whatever, then that's somebody who you might text and say, hey, I started this Facebook group. Would you be interested in, getting the inside scoop on all my specials and the deals and, new products and that sort of thing. So those are the kind of people you're going to have to reach out to outside of Facebook. You make sure, if you guys haven't noticed, Facebook and Facebook Messenger are actually two separate entities, really. You can be connected to somebody on Messenger that you're not Facebook friends with. And that wasn't always the case, but it's been that way for a little while. So you'll see when somebody reaches out to you through Messenger that's not your friend, their message is going to go into a different folder. And depending on how you're checking, whether it's from your phone, your iPad, or computer, how you see that is a little bit different. So you kind of got to play with it a little bit, but you will get an alert initially saying, so-and-so wants to connect with you, Marika Martin wants to connect with you, or whatever. And you can click on that and see her message. And that's how these people that if you're reaching out to anybody via Facebook Messenger that you're not friends with, that's how it's going to come through on their end too. So you won't know if they've seen your message at all unless they reply to you. Facebook doesn't tell you if they've seen it. And then there's this whole other folder, which most people don't even know about, that's kind of like a spam folder. And that's messages essentially that Facebook has said, hey, we think you don't really want to see this, so we're going to throw it over here and not really tell you about it. So it's really bizarre, and usually they do pretty well. Usually it really is spam or like weird guys from Africa hitting on you and stuff like that. All the fabulous things that happen on Facebook. But you want to just at least every once in a while go through those other messages, just so you know what's going on out there. Okay. If you've never created a group, this is so simple. You're going to click on the top of Facebook and click that create group. You can actually go to your groups page and there'll be like that little icon that says create group. You're going to set all your group preferences. Typically you want to set it as closed. If you set an open group, anybody can just pop in there, join your group, start posting random stuff. That's where you get a lot of spammers. That's no fun. Don't do that. But you don't want really secret either, because then nobody can find you. You can't just send your link out to people. So if you have it set as closed, which is what Marika and I do with our team groups and with everything else, if you have it set as closed, people can see that the group exists, but they can't see any of the posts unless they're a member. So that is ideal for what we're doing, because you want to be able to send somebody a link, have them be able to click on it and say, oh, yep, that's our group, join. If it's set to secret, they can't do that. So just make sure when you're creating a group that you're doing that. Side note, you cannot put the words 31 in your group name. That was something that changed in our PNP. Oh my God, I don't even know how long ago, 6-7 years ago, probably at this point. You can't have the number 31, you can't have 31 spelled out. So you want to name it something that's relevant to you, that makes sense for what you're doing. Mine is Getting Organized with Beth. I don't remember what Marikan's is. Marikan, what's yours?
Mine is Marikan's Personalized Gifts and Organizing Solutions. I wouldn't make it that long. But
That's so long.
when I created it, it was that long, and I can't change it now because that's what everybody knows me as. So,
Right. That's all right. So think carefully if you're creating a new group as to what you might want to call it.
Susan's Sassy Satchels. I mean, that's a great short name. It's catchy. So
It's cute. I don't know if everybody can spell satchels. That would be my only concern with that, because you never know. But that's cute. I like it. Okay. So before you even start inviting, you want to get your page kind of set up. Create a cute banner. 31 Today always has a ton of banners. You're totally able to use those that have like the monthly special and that sort of thing in it. Or create your own. Like you'll see on our team group, we change our banners. I change mine out on my Getting Organized page quite frequently as well. But make sure you're putting something in there before you start inviting. Fill out your about section, create a welcome post just saying what the group is about. You can create, like in your about section, you can have a link to your website. You can talk about how long you've been in the business, why you started, that sort of thing. And you might consider doing a welcome video. I know not everybody is absolutely in love with videos of themselves. I hear that a lot. My only advice for you is get over it, because your customers want to see you. They want to see the real you. And if you do a video, that's going to allow them to connect with you and get a sense of more of who you are. Your personality is going to come through more than just in a picture or just in text or whatever if you're actually doing a video. And my caveat to that is keep it super short. Nobody's going to watch a 10-minute welcome video. I'm talking like 60 seconds or less. That's it. And it's not about your business per se. It's about you. It's about, what drew you to this. You could put that in there, but don't just talk about, and we have this product and this product and this product, and I can't wait to show you this, and blah, 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 large utility tote, thermal tote, yada, yada. Don't go there with your welcome, because you're welcoming them to you. You're not welcoming them to 31 corporate, and you're not 31 corporate. So make sure that you are kind of making that distinction. Okay, invite your guests personally. This is the same thing as don't just drag them in off the street if it's your home party. Invite them personally. Make sure that you are making that personal connection. That's the biggest thing with Facebook, and that's the biggest reason Facebook is cracking down on so many things, is because Mark Z created this as like a social reconnect with your high school friends, hang with your neighbors. It was like he had this whole vision for this being like sitting around the coffee shop type of atmosphere, type of experience. And then all these companies and all these direct sellers and all these people selling whatever they're selling went, oh my God, we can capitalize on this and monetize it. And that's never what was intended for Facebook. So that said, we want you to pull it back, make it more relationship-based again. That's what it really is ultimately all about, and that's really going to increase your visibility. You guys have probably heard the term Facebook algorithms about 10 bajillion times at this point, and they're not scary. It's not like this big mystery thing. All it basically means is that if you're putting out relevant content that your people are liking or commenting on, they're going to see more of it. So just to bottom line that just super fast, because everybody is always like so up in arms and confused over Facebook algorithms. If you were on Facebook and you had just 10 friends, just to make it simple, you have 10 friends. You post something about the movie you saw last night, and one of your friends comments, another of your friends likes it, and Facebook is going, oh, well, this is relevant content to this person's people. They want to see more of this. So now Facebook is going to start showing them more of your posts because they're engaging with you, they're interacting. Clearly, you're saying something relevant and valuable. Facebook wants you to have back and forth dialogue, conversations, that sort of thing. So the people that you're doing that with are more likely to continue to see your stuff, whether it's on your personal wall or whether it's inside your group or whatever the case may be. So that's just Facebook algorithms in a nutshell. If you post that same movie post and absolutely nobody on your 10 friends comments on it or likes it or pauses on it to read it, Facebook is going to go, oh, well, you're not very relevant. We're just going to skip you when we're throwing out this stuff to the newsfeed. So be relevant. Don't get skipped. It's bad. Okay. share the link to the group, don't add them. Start conversation with your invites. Like, oh my gosh, can you believe, look at this, I can't wait to show you this. Oh my God, spring catalog just launched. Oh my God, there's all this exciting stuff. Be excited about this, because if you're not excited about it, odds are these people that are coming into it aren't going to be terribly excited either. Because nobody's ever going to have as much enthusiasm for your business as you. That's just fact. That's just the way it is. So make sure that your enthusiasm level is high, because that's going to bring more people up to your level. You always want to be providing value, and we're going to talk about that in the coming slides too, because then your people are going to keep coming back if you're giving them something worthwhile. Don't just give them what's in the catalog, because they could flip through that at their desk and not sit there and interact with you in the group. Okay, raise your hand if you're doing a Google form. Who has a Google form? Yay, a couple of you. Yay. Sorry, forgive me. Like I said, it's been hot here. My allergies have been off the charts bad. So my voice is a little scratchy. Okay, your Google form. What you want to do with that is, that's one of those ways that you can keep bringing more people into your group. And every Facebook party you do, anything like that, anytime you have the opportunity to interact with new people, and even to post it in your group every now and again as well, create yourself a Google form that mentions your group, that mentions hosting, that mentions recruiting. And I have a sample one I can send out a link to if Marie can remind me, because I have a terrible memory. But it's super easy. It's completely free, and everybody has access to it. Even if you don't have a Gmail address, you can still access Google Drive and Google Docs and create yourself a Google form. And it's super duper easy. And then you just get this link, and you can post that link out wherever. So Marie can remind me to get that to them.
Making a note, right?
And then, thank you. And then you're going to want to post that every now and again in your customer group, particularly when you have a new catalog. I position mine like a new catalog request form. So we just had this catalog come out. So basically, at least twice a year, I'm pretty much telling people, hey, who wants a catalog? Fill this out real quick. And then I'm making sure I'm getting their latest information and all that. And it's something I can post to my parties. Teasers are great. If you use teasers like on Instagram or on Twitter or wherever else you are, saying, oh my gosh, look what's coming in my group. If you want in, here's how. Hostess only events are great. You can do an online hostess only event or a in-person hostess only event, and really talk up your group that way, and post a ton of pictures in your group from your event if you're doing a live event, because it makes people want to be a part of it. Did you guys hear Red Stamp is going away? Did you hear that? It's very sad. In March, it's going to be gone. They're closing the doors. I don't know why. So I'm sure there are other solutions out there, Marika, and I don't know if you found one yet. There's
Plan.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other solutions. They're not going to likely at first be branded with our stuff, but I would not be surprised if somebody else came along and kind of adopted that concept, because it's a really smart idea. But anyway, you can send out a red stamp or an image-based text kind of announcing your group and inviting people there as well, and send that through text or Facebook message. Okay. This is a recap of what I just said. Prepare your invites for your other channels. You don't necessarily probably have the exact same followers on Instagram as you do on Facebook. So you want to be touching them in both places, because you're going to get different people pulled in that way. And it's great if they come follow you from Instagram over to Facebook. That's awesome. And vice versa. Okay. So if you have a group and it's not amazing, then you might want to consider rebranding and relaunching. Now, there are certain things you can't really change. Like Marika was saying, her name is like 7 million characters long, and she can't really do anything about it at this point. But she could totally rebrand and say, okay, well, now I'm going to start doing theme days, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'm going to start doing product parade, which is something we're going to talk about a few slides from now. So you can rebrand how you're running the group, even if you can't change your name and completely rebrand that way. You can rebrand your color scheme. You can rebrand a lot of stuff without having to modify some of those things that you really don't want to change at this point. And then you would just kind of go through all these steps again. go through and invite more people. Send personal invitations to some of those top people that you interact with a lot on Facebook already that might not be in your group for some reason. Maybe you have a friend that you met a year ago after you launched your group and you never got her in there, but you really think she would like it and she's bought from you and she's been to your parties, but for whatever reason she just never got invited to your group. So take a good look at those friends lists that you have and figure out who is missing from your group. Who might want to be added in there, and then again, personal messages every time. All right, and if I'm going too fast, just like flag me down because I tend to talk pretty fast. Okay, you want to party inside your group, so ideally you're doing parties for external hostesses as well, live or on Facebook or both, but I always suggest that you party inside your group as well and do something just a little bit differently than you would for a regular hostess. So you might do like a mystery hostess or a prize party or something like that that's just for that customer group. And that's kind of a perk of being a part of your group. You always want to have different things that are only just for your group that, people not in the group can't access. All right. This is, Marie can put in one of my little quotes that I love. Be yourself above all. Let who you are, what you believe, shine through every sentence you write, every piece you finish. That's from John Jakes. I like that. Here's what I want you to take away from this. Stop copy pasting other people's stuff. Don't do it. You can't have a group that is just other people's posts, just things that you found on Facebook somewhere. That is the whole copy pasting and taking people's images and all that stuff is one of the big reasons that Facebook jail blew up. Like, what was it, November, maybe October even, where like every day hundreds of people you knew were like getting put in Facebook jail for any length of time from like a week to a month. It's because these images they were taking from somebody else's group, or somebody posted them in the K group, or somebody had put it on 31's page, and everybody said, oh my god, that's really cute, I'm going to use it. And everybody posted in their group, and all it really takes is for one person on somebody's page to go, yep, that's spam. And then everybody that's stolen that image is going to get marked as a spammer. And then Facebook shuts you down, and that is no fun. So really, it's not that hard, you guys, to create your own images, to tweak things, to write your own messages, put things in your voice. I am a sarcastic girl. The rest of y'all might not be sarcastic girls. You don't want my voice on your page. I might piss off your people. I'm okay with that on my page because they're my people. They're used to me. You might not want that on your page. You might want to rephrase. You might want to tweak what I have said. Even if you really like the ultimate bottom line message, you want to put it in your own voice. And one of the girls on my group made me laugh because I'll post stuff into my team group, and then some of my directors will take it and stick it in their team groups. And one of the girls said her people can always tell when she's taking it from me because I type how I talk. So I'll say y'all or whatever when I'm typing. And my northern directors don't really say y'all in their daily life, but when they copy paste for me, it's going to say all these like southern, whatever. And they're like, oh yeah, you took that from Beth, didn't you? She's like, yes, I forgot to take out the y'all. So put it in your voice. People are going to know if that's not you. And that's all part of your branding, is your personality coming through in your images, in your words, in your videos, in your everything. And if you're writing something, if you're creating a really cool image, put your little hashtag on it of your group name, or a hashtag that you use for your business, a hashtag of your, maybe your public figure page, if you have one of those, a hashtag of your Instagram, of whatever you want to hashtag it. But if it's something that is likely to get shared a lot, and the things that get shared a lot are typically quotes, motivational, inspirational, really smart stuff that somebody else has written and you've put on a cool background, go ahead and make sure you're attributing it like it is here to John Jakes. That's attributed to him. I didn't come up with that. I'm not that smart. But if I were putting this on my page, I would want to have my getting organized with Beth or something on it because it's likely to get shared. And so if I had to put that on this one for Marikan's use, then all y'all would see my group name right there. And then my name is getting out there, which is great. Okay. If you don't know who you are, if you don't have a really good sense of who you want to come across as a person, as a business person, ask your friends what words they think of. Give me 3 words you think of when you think of me. And Marikan, do you know what your 3 words would be?
I have no idea.
It's like a fun little exercise.
It is. I really like the idea of doing it. I'm afraid of what people might say about me.
Well, here's the thing. People never say mean stuff, so you'll be fine. They'll say something really nice. I always hear that I'm creative and that I'm funny. I don't know what my 3rd is, but I always hear creative and funny. So I'm okay with that. I can work with that. We're good. But that might be something, it's kind of fun to do. Even if you're not going to do it for branding purposes, it's kind of fun. Maybe you throw that on your personal page and then tag me and I'll tell you what I think of you too.
Ooh,
so that's great. Yes. This I know is super duper small on the page. I have a PDF I'm going to give you for this as well. But this is just some ideas of different hashtags to, if you're stuck on content. If you can't think of what to do, this is just some different hashtags that you can start working with. Maybe pick your favorite one for Wednesday. And maybe that's going to be something that you post about every single Wednesday and hashtag it with whichever one of these hashtags you pick. So you'll get a PDF that has a bunch of these.
Much bigger.
Huh?
Yeah.
Much bigger. Yes. Readable. Readable is good. Yes. Okay. So now you've got this group. You've got people in your group. You're going to want to say something to them on a really regular basis or they're not going to come keep playing with you. So make sure you are setting aside time for content creation. This scares a lot of people because people don't know what to write. Does anybody feel like that about what the hell am I going to say to these people that I've just invited to this group? Yeah, it's kind of scary. It's not though. It's not that scary. And you might be thinking, and this is when I first started like delving into Twitter and like blogging and like all these different things, I was like, well, seriously, for the love of God, now I got to write content for Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Pinterest. And what, are you kidding me? Who has this kind of time? And really, it's not that hard. Brainstorm, make a list, and just spend at least an hour a week putting posts together. And you can schedule them, whether you're scheduling them straight onto Facebook or whether you use something like ScentShare, Hootsuite, or Post My Party, or any of those other services. If you sit down on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whatever, and do at least a whole week at a time, then you kind of don't have to think about it other than responding to comments. So it really isn't that scary. And whatever you're putting on Facebook this week, you can 6 weeks from now turn around and throw on Instagram and nobody's going to be any the wiser. So if you've got some really good interaction posts, they don't die after you post them on Facebook. You can totally reuse them. Twitter, they say post up to 20 times a day on Twitter if you're on Twitter, which to me is a little ludicrous. Don't. But it moves so quick that something you post now is going to be gone. Nobody's going to see it 20 minutes from now. So like there's so many people playing in that same space that don't worry about using something you put on Facebook last month on your Instagram or your Pinterest next month. It's not going to be inundating people with it. I would not suggest you post on all of your social networks the exact same thing at the exact same time. That's no good. Don't do that. But using them weeks or a month or two later is totally fine. Okay, I feel like I already talked about Facebook algorithms. All right. This you also can't read. I will give you this as well. This is another PDF that I created. And this is just an example of a place where you can brainstorm some content creation, again, with hashtags. Okay. Have you guys heard the term swipe file? It's kind of like a marketing term, but it's basically anything that's going to give you inspiration for creating your content. If you guys have not played with issuu.com, it's basically online magazines. You can create your own. Like, for instance, take the online 31 catalog and put it up with your link that links back to your website. totally free. I highly recommend doing that, and it's not hard at all to do. Issue will walk you through it. But in addition to that, you can search up any type of content that interests you or that you would find relevant to your business. So for us, anything having to do with organizing, anything having to do with purses, latest fashions, that sort of thing, you might want to flag magazines like that, because really some of the best post ideas can come from some of the advertising within those magazines. Even if it's not for a related product, like even if it's not for another purse or whatever, you don't want to just like steal Coach's ad and use it. But some of the different advertisers have some really great headlines, have some really great ideas, and they're paying people an awful lot of money to create these ads for them. So odds are they're pretty good ads because, you know, they've paid for them. So you can reap the benefit of that. Don't steal it. Don't like steal their branding, but get ideas from the headlines that you're seeing, even for like cars. There are some great headlines for various automobile brands. There's some great headlines from makeup. Like MAC Makeup often has some really, really cool ads. So get some inspiration there. And you can flag these and like kind of save these different little magazines and get some ideas from that. Same thing with like Real Simple. Their website is great. IKEA website is great. They have some really cool designy kind of ideas, organizational kind of ideas. Think about in what ways do you connect with people. One of my passions personally is animals. So if I see something cute about animals, odds are I'm going to put it on my page. It doesn't matter if the dog has a purse in his mouth. I still think it's cute. Odds are a lot of the people that are gravitating towards me are also animal people, because like attracts like, right? These are your tribe. So you can put stuff that's not business related, please, for the love of God, put stuff that's not business related on your customer group. You don't want to be all Benjamin Wallet all the time, because people are going to get mighty sick of you telling them how cool the Ben is every day. I mean, even though it is the best wallet in history, we still got to mix it up a little, right? So think about what you're passionate about and assume that some of the people in your group are going to be passionate about the same things. Does that make sense? Okay. This is, I believe I have this in a PDF as well, just some cool apps. Pixabay, if you've never used it, is amazeballs. Anytime my rock stars see like some of my little interaction posts in the Rockstar group, odds are the image came from Pixabay. They're totally free. Did you know if you use images off of Google Images, they can hunt you down and sue you if it's not a royalty-free image. So that is no good. Don't let that happen. Pixabay is all royalty-free, free to use, even for commercial, which is essentially what we are, is commercial. Canva, if you have another editing program you like, that's totally fine. I'm a Photoshop girl, so I use that. But Canva is great for taking that cool image from Pixabay and throwing some words on it and your little hashtag and whatever. Issue, I just talked about. YStamp is cool. It's just for email signatures. I use that if anybody's gotten an email from me. It's got my little picture in it and all my social media links and all that stuff. Polyvore is to create those cute collages that you see on Pinterest, where you can drag in the jeans and the top and, you know, throw our little like purse with it and all that. Super fun. WordSwag is another one actually on your phone that'll let you put text on images just like Canva does. Time and Date is one of my favorites. That's holidays. So those bizarre holidays like National Potato Chip Day and stuff like that. They list them all, like things you can't even fathom that there's a holiday for. They have them all out there, and you can use them to, you know, come up with post ideas or theme party ideas, all kinds of fun stuff. You guys will see Marika and I posting some of that in some of our interactions with you guys even on our team pages. Sometimes we'll pull some weird, bizarre holidays in there. ScentShare, of course, post scheduling. It used to be that you couldn't schedule anything in Facebook. Now you can schedule to groups and you can schedule to your business page and all that sort of thing. You still can't schedule to events. So for events, if you want to use post scheduling, you still do need to use SendShare or Hootsuite or one of those things. I wouldn't be surprised if Facebook adds it eventually, but as of right now, they don't have it. And with SendShare, you can also schedule to Twitter and to Instagram. I don't know if that's the case with Hootsuite or Post My Party or any of the other ones. So I do use it for that. It's very, very handy. This is just some suggested posting times. This is all in Eastern. I don't know if everybody on tonight is in Eastern or not. If you aren't, just adjust those, forward or back for your time zone. And those are just the hot button times. That's when more people are on and checking their Facebook regularly. And Facebook, of course, runs a million metrics to figure out what time of day people are most likely to be on and how long are they staying on and what's their, screen share time. And I mean, they've come up with all this. I certainly didn't make it up. Okay, we've talked about some of this. Engagement posts, you want to post those. Opportunity posts, not too frequently, but you do want to post those. When we have this dollar enrollment, when we have this new summer kit coming out, when we have, Dash for Cash Christmas stuff going on, all these different things that you can encourage people to join because, oh my gosh, this is happening type of thing. Hosting posts, they just announced that double hostess today. So you for sure want to go into your groups and say, OMG, guess what? For March, this is so cool. Here's what's happening. Let me know if you're interested. You want to be in a lot of pictures. Like I said before, don't just post the catalog. Take your own pictures. If you just got the wood tray or something in, take a picture of it in your kitchen. People want to see your kitchen, not the perfect set that they can never attain. It makes it more real. If they can see it in a real person's house and not on like a closed film set like 31 uses, which God bless them, I love the catalog images. They are gorgeous. We all wish we had a house like that, but nobody does. So let it be real. Let it be yours. Let it be real. Okay. Quotes, again, are a great thing to post. Tutorials, step-by-steps, life hacks. How are you using the LUT? What fits inside the LUT? Do you remember, those of you that have been around a while, there was a thing for a while that the Home Depot paint stirrers could hold up the LUT if you put them in the four corners. Like, holy crap, that was like the most amazing life hack ever. For a lot of people back in the day, I haven't even seen that one in a while. I would have to see if it's still true. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but things like that you discover. Huh?
You have to stand tall now. The insert.
Wow. Yeah. So think about what can you come up with that would be a value add for your products that you can share with your customers. Okay. My voice has not given out on me yet. Okay. So get creative. Use that hashtag thing for the themes. Polls are super fun. Do you guys do polls in your group at all? Polls can be great to find out what they want to see. So, for example, you could ask, what room in your house could most use a makeover? And give them options like my kitchen, my linen closet, my kid's bedroom, and see where they're struggling with that sort of thing. And then where to gear your next theme party. You might do a kitchen makeover or a pantry makeover theme party because most people have answered pantry for what needs a makeover. So that lets you gear your post towards more people who are apt to be interested in what you have to say. So it's just smart. It's just smart to do it. You can do a poll, really, of asking what, of these new prints, what do you like? Or of these new bags, what do you like? And give them options because you want to be showcasing things that more people like because then more people are apt to buy it. Okay, does anybody do birthday stuff in your group for your people? That's kind of fun. Sorry, my throat is really starting to hurt. So you can do a little fun birthday bundle just for whoever has a birthday this month. And a girlfriend of mine did something really cute, and I keep saying I'm going to implement it, and I've been just lazy, so I haven't. But she creates a birthday post every month. So, March 1st is coming up. She would put out a post on March 1st saying, hey, happy March birthday. If your birthday's in March, comment below with the date. And then in her friends list on her regular news feed, anytime somebody has a birthday that month, she would say, oh my gosh, I just want you to know you're not in my customer group yet, but if you're interested, it's your birthday month, so there's a special, deal going on just for you, or there's a special drawing going on just for you because your birthday is this month. And I just think that's the cutest idea, and I need to hire an assistant that is willing to do that for me because it just seems like a lot of work, but I think it's brilliant. So you can also do like little, my friend Kelly does this to everybody, and I think it's adorable. She gets on Facebook Messenger and records herself singing happy birthday to her friends on their birthday. So she did it for me, and it was just the cutest thing. And she's certainly not a singer, but she's absolutely adorable, and I love that she did it, and it was super sweet and very memorable. So there's different things like that you can certainly do with your people. Why did that not change? Maybe I had two same slides. You can do celebrate their friendship anniversary with you, celebrate their group anniversary with you. I'm a big fan of Happy Mail. My team knows that I like to send Happy Mail. I do that to my customers too, and it's super fun and they love it. And so I do 4 specific interaction posts every month that center around typically around whatever big holiday there is. So with March, it'll be St. Patrick's Day, and there'll be questions and interactions and stuff like that around St. Patrick's Day, and everybody that comments gets a ticket into a drawing for Happy Mail. So I do just a once a month Happy Mail drawing for that. I do other Happy Mail with my theme parties and stuff like that, and sometimes just randomly, just for fun. But people love to get things in the mail, and it doesn't have to be some big expensive thing. I'm a big fan of picking up, like when you have your hostess credits and you have, a random $7 left over or whatever, I'll pick up something that's inexpensive with that. And it might just be a wristlet strap and I pay the extra $1, or it might be a mini zipper pouch and I pay the extra couple dollars. But then I have those things on hand that I'll send as Happy Mail to my customers. My team gets totally non-31 related Happy Mail. That's just fun stuff that I get to buy everywhere because it makes me really happy. Okay.
Cute.
Yes.
Janae's holding it up.
Huh?
Janae's holding up your Happy Mail.
Oh, I can't see her. Wait, she must be scrolled down below my screen. Oh my God, look at that. Yay. Yeah, I really like to shop. I might have a problem. But so I'm always on the lookout for a fun Happy Mail for my girls. They know that. I didn't even know you were on. Hi, Nene. Okay, so polls I already talked about. It's basically, like I said, it's giving them a voice, and it lets you know where your people want you to focus. BFF, that's kind of fun. You can do Happy Mail for this as well. This is where your group insights come in really handy. So you can look at, if you're in your group, on the left-hand side, it'll have where it has like your photos and your albums and all that stuff. There's a new one that they added not too long ago, really, called Group Insights. Yeah. And if you click on that, you can see how many people have joined your group in the last 28 or 30 days, which days were your busiest, and who were your biggest commenters, your biggest interactors in the group. So you could totally just use that and send a BFF, Best Facebook Friends, reward to whoever your biggest commenter was that month. And nobody can see those insights but you as the owner, unless you have other admins or whatever in your group. Only group admins can see those insights. So your people will never know if they're where they are in the rankings or anything like that. Okay, so partying in your group, hugely important. Gosh, I know Janae is so good at that. Now that I know she's on, I so want to pick on her. She's such an amazing consultant.
Break and I'll talk for a minute because I know your throat's hurting, because I'll be happy to share about
that. Sure, go ahead. Okay. I'll take my water.
Yes, take a sip. So partying in your group. One of the things that Beth and I have started implementing is a monthly Facebook prize party. So with this Facebook prize party, what we are doing is giving away prizes, basically the hostess benefits, to all of our customers who place orders. They have to participate in place orders. So we have done the last chance first glance party, under $31 parties, theme parties. We're doing a monthly theme party right now. The one we did for the month of February was so much fun. We did a theme party where they were choosing the 31 Olympics based on which products were their favorites, and they had to vote on 431 products from each category. And that was a ton of fun and got a tremendous amount of interaction. So a super fun way to let them know and to reward them, but also it creates a ton of comments in your group. And sometimes because there's so many commenting going on, it actually hits people that were not seeing your posts in the past. So even though you might not get a ton of sales, you're definitely planting a ton of seeds and getting your group noticed. How's that?
Perfect. I was just reading the chat because I wasn't able to read it before. Okay. Gosh, it doesn't want me to change slides. Okay. So giveaways, games, and polls. We kind of talked about those already. Promo giveaways. This can be super fun. If you have, I know with our product, we have so many teachers and nurses that tend to like it. You could get really specific and target preschool teachers if you know you have quite a few of those in your group. It encourages people to add their friends that fit that category. So it's a good way also to grow your group into a category of people that you know already likes our products. So you could say, okay, I'm doing a giveaway. All my teachers comment below. If you know a teacher that's not in our group, feel free to invite them. And then at the end of the month, do a giveaway between all those comments that were made. And that's kind of fun. And, again, you're getting stuff with your hostess credits anyway. If you've been doing this long enough, you end up raking up a lot of hostess credit and getting a lot of free products. So why not use it to grow your group, give away some stuff, make some people happy? Okay. The guessing games are always fun. You can always find some of those on Facebook. Again, I caution you don't just steal the pictures because another 87,000 consultants have done that as well. So to either take your own if you have the product that you want to use. I mean, you could throw however many whatevers in the large, what is this thing called? Little carry-all, and have people guess on it. And then take a picture with go in your Canva, add that number to that picture as the answer. Never Have I Ever game. That is super fun. You can make it a clean version or a dirty version depending on your personality and your group. That's a game I play at parties as well, and it's a lot of fun. Cross promotion. This is kind of fun too. If you've got another friend in direct sales that sells not a similar product, but a totally different product, but that you happen to love and you trust her, because that's really important. You want to trust that she's not going to be spammy and gross to your people. And she's got to give you that same trust, because you guys can, just not frequently, but every now and again have a deal, or even just once or twice in a specific month, have a deal that you can post in each other's groups as a cross promotion thing. And she would introduce you and say, hey, I know, you're here for my Sensei group, but I wanted to introduce you to this awesome product. Here's why I love it. And let you post about a specific 31 product and let her do the same in your group. And again, it only really works if you have a super, super strong trust in that person, because you're essentially giving them access to your people. And so you definitely don't want them to be spammy, because that reflects poorly on you. Contests for group members. The only thing I would caution you about with this is with that engagement bait that blew up on Facebook not super long ago, December, January. Facebook cracked down on people posting triggers to get people to comment. So posting things like comment below with a smiley face if you want to be entered to win, type of thing. That's one of the things that Facebook is calling engagement bait. So stay away from doing things like that, but to do things like a teacher giveaway or a nurse's giveaway and invite them to invite their friends, totally different, totally okay. You're not going to get blacklisted and shut down for that. So just be careful how you're phrasing things. Celebrate your anniversary with the business. Go back to your other social media and create more content to entice them to come back to your group.
So Beth, would you go back to having them invite people to your group? How do we get them to invite people to our group? Because that's one of the things that people make a big mistake on. We do not by any means want them just adding a bunch of their friends to our group. They're going to. So lots of times I will give them words and say, if you would like to invite your friend to the group because you're truly enjoying it, send them this private message and tell them why you like my group and ask them if they'd like to join.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's the same as you inviting people. You don't want to, like I said, just kidnap everybody and force them into your group. You don't want your group participants doing that either. So make sure you're making it really easy for them. Giving them words is a great idea. Creating a little graphic is great. So you could do something like that and like give them the group link and the graphic and say, hey, just send this, to your friends along with why you think they would enjoy the group. That's something like you probably are doing this already in your Facebook parties, is posting the kind of things that happen in your group. That's probably, if you're posting about your group in your Facebook parties, you're probably telling them why they want to join, right? It's the same thing. You want to tell them, oh, we do fun games, you get exclusive discounts, whatever it is that you have happening in your group, that's your selling points. That's what you want your people communicating to their people as to why they want to be in there.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. Product parade. Did you talk about this, Marikan, already or no?
No, not really. We looked at it, but we never really had very much discussion about it. Would you like for me to take it?
If you want, sure.
I'll be happy to.
Sure.
So what a product parade is, Beth and I decided a few years ago that we would like to feature one product each week. And what we do is we feature a product and we offer our customers a 25% discount on that product for that 1 week only. It can't be combined with any other discounts. So they can't get the 25% off and then use the full retail amount in order to get the customer special for the month. We don't allow that. You can't use it for your purchase in our VIP customer groups or our Hostess of the Month clubs. They cannot be combined with any other offer. But it is a special discount on a featured product for that week. And so we feature the one product for the week, and then we share lots of different ideas about the ways that they can use that product throughout the week. And that is something that really sets you apart from other 31 consultants who may not be offering a discount of any type. Now, we are allowed to give discounts as long as those discounts are for a limited time. So I want to caution you on that. This is a 1 week product discount that we're offering to our customers. And some of you probably have seen my link that I use for my customer group all month long is the product parade link. So and you can just reuse that link over and over again throughout the month. So that is a great thing to be able to offer. Go for it, Beth.
Yeah, and the featured pictures of how to use the products have been amazing. I think this week was the hanging traveler case, I think is our featured product of the week. And one of the pictures that I posted a couple days ago was hanging traveler case as a mobile first aid kit. And a customer who, I didn't even know she was seeing my post. She hasn't commented in so long. She commented, that just sold it. And I was like, well, heck yeah, baby. I'm like, it's pretty cool, right? So, you don't know. That's the other thing with social media. Even if people aren't commenting, doesn't mean they're not watching. So you just have to kind of hit the right button for them to kind of go, ooh, yeah, now I'm interested. You don't know what's going to interest different people. So that's one of the reasons we encourage you to kind of, come up with a big variety of things. That's one of the reasons for the hashtags and all that you're going to get the PDF on. Okay, retired item sale. I love this. You can do just a flat out make an album, have a sale, or do an auction. Really do whatever you want with it. Create bundles, sell products individually. I would just say make sure you're figuring out how you're handling shipping, because some people will roll it into the price of the product. Other people will say, hey, flat $5.99 shipping per item, 2 items for $7.99 shipping, whatever. However you want to do it is fine. Just know that if you aren't pretty good at figuring it out, you might be eating some of that cost. And the other thing to do is booking bundles or retired item booking bonuses. This is what I really often like to do, and it works ridiculously well to fill my calendar when we get new catalogs. So I will typically do 10 booking bundles and just take pictures, like take my own pictures of, the zip top and the thermal tote or whatever I'm bundling together. And I'll have what the original retail price was on there. I'll put that on in Canva or whatever, graphics editor. And then I'll put 3 in really big letters. And I'll only do 10 of these, and I will put them out there and just tell everybody, hey, first come, first served. Pick your date, pick your bundle. And all the bundles will have a letter, A through whatever, assigned to them. And they can claim it, and they'll get it at their party. And that has worked amazingly well for me, and I've made so much more money off those parties than I ever could have selling those products for even their retail value, let alone what I would have discounted them for. So that's definitely something to consider. The only thing is, don't do it very frequently because it loses its power very quickly if you do. I do this no more than twice a year, but it's a good twice a year. So totally recommend that. Okay, so this is just a recap. Hopefully you guys got something out of all this. Hopefully I didn't scare you too badly with all of this wealth of information. Basically, it's not that hard, I promise. This is not any harder than walking into somebody's house and doing a home party. It's just all online. And the cool thing about this is pretty much everybody that ends up in your group is going to be there because they want to be there, because they've accepted your invite. Facebook is a big place, and it's a big playground. And what's awesome about that is that people don't have to come play with you if they don't want to. But if they do want to come play with you, then you're probably going to be posting some stuff that interests them. If you're following this kind of formula, getting them engaged, getting to know them, letting them get to know you, it can be a lot of fun. You can have a really good time with it. Okay. So who can guess what your call to action is? Okay. Yay.
Go work with customer groups.
Yes. Okay, who has questions?
I've unmuted those of you that I had muted. And if you muted yourself, you can unmute if you have any questions. Beth is truly the social media expert, so ask away. She knows this stuff right and left, up and down.
I just think it's fun. I think it's good times. So all this recording will process on Mariken's super slow internet, and we should have it to post
by Wednesday, hopefully.
Yeah, tomorrow night, Wednesday morning, something like that. Hopefully it will have closed captioning. YouTube has been kind of sporadic about adding the closed captioning. I'm really struggling with that right now. But in all of these PDFs that I mentioned that you guys saw little miniature snippets of, those will be posted as well. So you guys will have access to all of that to start planning some content. My side hustle, those of you that don't know, is Successfully Social, which is something I do with a girl that's with Unique. And we have a blog that we post to with a lot of really cool ideas. So you can check us out on Successfully Social over on Blogspot. So successfullysocial.blogspot.com. And that's going to have some great interaction stuff for your customer groups, for your business page, all that sort of thing. So feel free to take a look at that. It's totally free. Okay, questions? Anyone? Renee, do you want to add anything? You're so smart. We can't hear you, my love.
You're muted still. I couldn't unmute you.
Renee, we can't hear you.
Try again.
Okay, Janae has nothing to add. Never mind.
Well, I have one more thing to add. We're sorry, Janae. I have no idea what's going on. But there were 10 of you all on the call tonight. So Beth has no idea the order in which I wrote the numbers down. So she's going to pick a number between 1 and 10. And then that person is going to win our Happy Mail.
Yay.
So,
Okay. I'm going to go. What? Should we pick now?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go with lucky number 3.
The lucky number 3 is Tony Martin.
Yay!
Yay, Tony!
Janae told me to pick 6. What number is Janae? Just out of curiosity.
Janae is number 8, so I would not have gotten it.
I can hear you now, Janae. Wait, laugh again. Was that you? No, never mind. It was somebody else. I don't know who it was, but it sounded like a Janae laugh.
It's crazy. She is unmuted and there's just no sounds. Crazy.
I think she's just messing with us. I'm still reading the chat. I'm so behind.
Thanks, ladies. Those are some great ideas.
You are so welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I'm so glad you guys joined in. We love when people are live with us rather than just watching the replay. It's way more fun than just talking to myself.
Yes, and Beth has got, she has got some tremendous PDFs she's sharing with us that they have done for their group. So check out the group on Facebook. Definitely check out their blog. It is fantastic. And thank you, Beth, for being the lead on this one. It's
absolutely.
I was typing it all up going, I have no idea what she's going to say.
Yeah, all this content came from a class that Kelly and I wrote, actually, that a whole bunch of people paid for and you guys just got for free. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, this was all straight from our customer community class.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, ladies, y'all have a blessed night.
You too.
Bye, guys.